Welcome, welcome. My name's Lee Thurman here on the Teacher Lee YouTube channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today I have a short speech for you, Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. We just recently passed the 162nd anniversary for the Gettysburg Address, which was originally given on November 19, 1863, just a few months after the infamous Battle of Gettysburg. For a little historical context, the speech was given at an event to memorialize the Gettysburg battlefield. There were multiple speakers. The speaker before Lincoln was a man named Edward Everett. He went up and delivered a nearly 2-hour speech before finally ceding the stage to the keynote speaker, President Lincoln, who then went up there following this 2-hour speech and delivered this. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now, we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate. We cannot consecrate. We cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that poignant speech from Mr. Lincoln, commonly known now as one of the greatest speeches in American history. It was ridiculed at the time by critics of President Lincoln. So, keep historical context in mind. anytime people are, putting down something, just remember, hey, they also put down the Gettysburg Address as being a terrible speech, which, of course, is not what we say about it now, 162 years into the future. All right. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope to be putting out some more shorter form content for you in the not too distant future. Have a good one.